Hello, hello, hello. Taking a nice big deep breath. Let's go ahead and start with the prayer. Let's start there. As we call in divine truth and love into this sacred space, we invoke the highest possible healing for each and every release and rise members and myself. We ask for the courage and compassion to speak and to hear from the purest form of self-love and forgiveness to all involved. So beautiful getting settled. I want to say thank you so much for joining in this full moon invocation, giving yourself the time and space to connect with yourself in this way. Now, I had kind of a funny experience giving myself a little bit of vetiver, some grounding as we get started here. This is one of my favorite essential oils to really drop in, and lately it's been really important for me. The messages that have been coming in have been to stay rooted and grounded in the soil, where it's really easy for me to create in 5D, anchoring that in. And so for me, that's part of the intention of this full moon invocation, is to connect in this grounded way with each and every single one of you as we do both, as we dance between the realms of 5D and 3D. So as we're connecting in this way, I encourage you to take a couple of nice big deep breaths. I want to share a funny insight with you that yesterday, I have some health stuff going on, nothing serious, but yesterday I had to go into Ubud here on Bali and go to a care clinic and did a whole bunch of running around, but I'm on some pretty strong antibiotics to heal this throat thing that I've had going on for a while. And yesterday my plan was to come, sit under the moonlight, connect with Mama Luna, and channel some of the messages that she had, that she was bringing in, that she wanted to connect in with this particular invocation. And what happened was I fell asleep at 7:30 and didn't wake up again until 6:30, which means I am bright and sunshiny and ready. And at the same time, those channeled messages are going to be coming in for me during the day and at night for you. So I will be leaving space for you to connect in with Mama Luna and connect in with what those messages are for you as well. And ultimately, my goal, my intention in this space with you is to hold impeccable space so that you feel that you are supported in being able to unpack. And what I mean by unpack is taking a look at what are those cycles that you are closing. That's the theme here, is what are those cycles that you're closing? What are you bringing into completion? And then as we make that completion, what is it? And it's not even really about what is it, because you're not creating from your egoic mind. That's what the intention is here, is it's more of finding or discovering what those next avenues of openings are. What are those next avenues of new beginnings? What is the next avenue of creation? What is the next avenue coming through for you? So as we close those cycles, we offer gratitude, forgiveness, completion, and just wholeness in the gratitude that each and every one of those things brought to us. Releasing and letting that go. So you're already doing it. It's already happening. So beautiful. Great job. Let that just slip away. Just taking a couple nice big deep breaths. And be light in this. Be light in your flow. Be light in your flow. Release any pressure. There's no way to get it right, and there's no way to get it wrong. So just know that just you being here is enough. Just you connecting in with this space is enough. The more you can soften your muscles, the more you can let yourself rest. I do encourage you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, allow yourself to just simply rest and let go. And as you allow yourself to rest and let go, just hear that sacred bell, that ding inside of your mind, giving you full permission to start releasing. And as you're releasing, rather than focusing on what you are releasing, I'm going to encourage you to focus on the radiance of what it is that you are looking forward to. You're not bringing yourself into the future, you're not creating in the future, but what you're doing is you're bringing yourself into that state of centered alignment as you are bringing yourself into that grounded state of being that is simply allowing those closed circuits to be closed and to be released out of your space. Now, what this is doing, similar to learning the alphabet. Once you learn the alphabet and once you have the alphabet down, pat, and memorized, it's there. It's going to stay there. So the thing about the completion of these cycles is that when you complete a cycle of learning, when you complete a growth experience, a growth period, and a growth period happens in 4 stages. But when you complete a growth experience, the experience itself gets embedded into you. So the lessons get embedded into you. If you don't fully complete that cycle, those lessons come back, and they come back in a harsher way so that they are bam in your face and that you are paying attention. So the importance of recognizing your ability to consciously complete these cycles really is the true gift that you can give yourself in making sure that you don't get the semi. In growth, this is what we like to say is like, first, the universe maybe hands you a little fly that lands on your cheek and you can look at it and go, okay, I get it. And if you don't really get it, then you get the 2x4 to the face. And then if you really don't get it, you get the semi. So we're going to eliminate the semi experiences, and we're going to start to step into our state of growth from a very grounded, from a very mature, from a very wise embodiment of our highest self. This is what we are focusing on. Focusing on the embodiment of your high, wise, mature inner being. That aspect of you that is purely connected to source energy, and allowing that connection to simply grow and peel away the layers. That are holding on to densities, and this is what would be the experience of something weighing you down, is holding on to a dense energy when there's an aspect of you that wants to radiate into that higher frequency. So giving yourself that moment to breathe into that connection with your radiance, into that connection with your wisdom, into that connection with your maturity. So what are these growth experiences that you have experienced specifically in the last 2 weeks through the eclipse window? And what little tidbits can you give yourself permission to integrate, to complete, and close those doors? I don't know about you, but I just closed about 8 doors. Historically in the past, it's been difficult for me to let go of things, being that abandonment has been one of my core woundings. The lesson that I have been working through is paying attention to self-abandonment, that all abandonment is self-abandonment. And in that self-abandonment, part of that for me has been holding on to or keeping the door cracked when the door doesn't need to be cracked, that it's important to close these doors completely. Some of those doors will stay in your field of awareness, knowing that you hold the control of the lock and key if those doors open or not. And some of those doors will simply fade. And now once those doors close and fade, some of them there might be an experience of grief, some of them there might be an experience of sadness. This is okay. In fact, I encourage you to send those doors specifically down your grounding cord to the center of the earth. Allow Mama Gaia to take that energy to recycle, renew, and restore. That way you know that if that opportunity or if that person or if that avenue is meant for you, then the experience will be upgraded. And you won't go back into the same experience in the same way. Because you are radiating, you are becoming new, you are elevating in your vibrational frequency of capacity and awareness. And as you radiate even just a little bit higher in your vibrational frequency of capacity and awareness, you will have the opportunity again to shed these lower vibrational aspects of your personality. Now, there's nothing wrong with these lower vibrational aspects. These are you, this is who you have been, and as we go through the state of growth and expansion and ascension, our vibrational frequency increases. As our vibrational frequency increases, these lower vibrational aspects of self will start to shift and start to change. Some of them will transmute and some of them will fall away. I use the example of using passive-aggressive communication to handle or solve or just deal with, cope with problems in your life. This is a lower vibrational aspect, a lower vibrational component of self that is generally a defense mechanism that is protecting or covering something else. A wounded aspect of your inner world, a wounded aspect of your inner child. Personality or behavior trait that you had picked up or learned from one of your primary caregivers. And as you are evolving and as you are becoming your mature and elevated aspect of self, you radiate at a higher frequency. And as you radiate at that higher frequency, these behavior traits are able to be seen in a different light. Bringing yourself to the highest radiance of your connection to Source. And continuing to allow densities to flow away. And as you are connecting in with that highest radiance of Source, I encourage you to place both hands on your chest, and this time instead of using your thoughts to channel information from your head into your heart through your hands, what I encourage you to do is allow your hands to receive the information from your heart. Allow that information from your heart to flow in to the information of your head. Let your heart connect with your egoic consciousness. Allow your egoic consciousness to be a follower of your heart intention. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what no longer serves my highest and greatest expansion. I am willing to release what I am willing to release the connections I have with people that are no longer in alignment with my highest and greatest expansion and connection to Source. I am willing to release the memories of experiences that I have had that can easily be transmuted into light, into forgiveness, and to compassion for myself and my expansion and ascension into connection with Source. And take a deep breath. Give yourself a moment to acclimate to this new frequency in your field. As you give yourself this opportunity, continue to expand. Continue to rise. Continue to expand. And continue to rise. And continue to expand. And continue to rise. And notice that as you are continuing to expand and continuing to rise, that you are allowing yourself to elevate in such a way that the subtle energies and connections, things that have happened in your past, are simply floating away. Recognize the ease in this expansion. Recognize the ease as you focus on your ascension. Recognize the ease as you continue to allow yourself to elevate into a new frequency of Source connection. Bringing us back to the example of the alphabet, once you learn your ABCs, they are there. Once you learn these lessons, they have been integrated into your soul awareness and into your soul consciousness, so that when you close these loops, you are then able to elevate into the new frequency. This, yes, still means that you will be learning lessons. You will continue to learn. You will continue to experience all facets of the human experience, all emotions, all events, and you will continue to polish your awareness of how to set your energy in such a way that you are no longer susceptible to lower frequencies, that you are no longer susceptible to others who may intentionally or unintentionally bring you down. This is your responsibility. Your responsibility is to stay clear and focused in how you compose your energetic field in such a way that makes you untouchable, that you may stay in your bubble of translucent protection to learn and observe through paying attention rather than by being personally inflicted. When you recognize that you are being personally inflicted, this is an opportunity for you to dig deep and grow through it. I encourage you in these moments to bring as much love as much unconditional acceptance, and as much personal and self-awareness and friendship to truly be there with yourself in the way that you would want a best friend, a sister, a parent, a teacher, a mentor. Feel the vibration start to lower a little bit. Let's go ahead and bring that back up. Focus on your connection with Source. And recognize once again your responsibility in maintaining your space, your field. If there are any feelings or emotions associated with any of those words that have caused pain in the past, take a deep breath and send as much love as you can to that physical place inside of your body. Do a body scan, identify where that point of attraction is, or that access point, and send as much love as you possibly can to that place. Forgiveness says, I let you off. Forgiveness says, I let me off from carrying the burden of this density. Forgiveness does not excuse the behavior. Forgiveness does not allow permission for the behavior to happen again. Forgiveness does not open the door for that person to walk back into your life. Rather, forgiveness opens a doorway for you to stand in greater alignment and greater connection to Source energy. And recognizing that all humans are fallible, including yourself. That all forgiveness is infinite, is boundless, and is extraordinarily healing. Bringing your elevation into new frequencies once again, taking a nice big deep breath as you feel into your expansion. And you feel into your alignment with yourself and your inner being. Go ahead and take a moment to just hear yourself sing a little bit, whatever it is. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Just hear yourself make some noise, whatever way feels right for you. And breathe through that connection. Again, watching your grounding cord connect fully to the center of the earth and working with you to vacuum out and pull at any of those lower frequencies that is allowing Mama Gaia, Mother Earth, to heal herself as you heal her, as you heal yourself, bringing in that connection. If we think of ourselves as cells on top of this living, breathing organism that is our planet, in the same way we think of our physical body as a makeup of cells on a living, breathing organism that is our body, as each cell elevates in frequency, we become healthier. It is the same concept for Mama Gaia, Mother Earth, that as each one of us shows up and does our work and honors ourself and honors our soul and our connection to Source, we continue to influence the vibrational frequency and the shift on this planet that is occurring with our conscious revolution, this conscious expansion, the shift of consciousness as the Mayan calendar in 2012. There is a movement that is taking place. You are a part of this. Recognize, I am a part of this. You are not exempt from your connection to other humans. And it is your responsibility to manage the connection in the way that you connect and observe other humans. Take your dominant hand. I love that I open my eyes and there's a crown on my head. Take your dominant hand and place your non-dominant forefinger on your dominant thumb. Just take a couple of nice big deep breaths, connecting that circuit, feeling yourself integrate those frequencies into your physical form. And feel the frequency of your physical body emanating as you may or may not have slipped above your physical body. Now you're bringing that vibrational frequency into your physical form. Just take a couple of nice big conscious breaths here. Let's go ahead. Place your pinkies together, ring fingers together, middle fingers together, pointers together, and thumbs together. For some, this might feel good right in front of the heart. For some, this may feel good right in front of the throat. For some, this may feel good right in front of your third eye. You may play around with it, taking a breath at your heart. Taking a breath at your throat. Taking a breath at your third eye. Taking a breath at your crown. And what other areas do you feel that it is important for you to touch right now on your physical body? To connect your physical form into your energy body. To integrate the expansion that just took place. So we can expand all we want in spirit. And integration is key to keeping that movement happening forward and steadily. So continuing to connect your spirit body from the crown of your spirit body to the crown of your head, the third eye of your spirit body to the third eye of your physical form, creative chakra, your throat and communication of your spirit body into the throat and communication of your physical form, heart space of your spirit body into the heart space of your physical form, the solar plexus and energy center of your spirit body into the solar plexus and energy center of your physical form, the second or the sacral chakra of your spirit body into the second chakra of your physical form, the root chakra of your spirit body into the root chakra of your physical form. Once again, connect that root chakra down to the center of the planet. A moment to pay attention to balancing your feet and connecting to the earth. Take a minute to balancing light and love. into the consciousness of your hands. And again, breathe down through the root chakra to the center of the planet. With this full moon invocation, I encourage you to take a moment to claim your space in this divine universe. To claim the space that is made for you to be as big as you want to be as radiant as you can possibly be as beautiful, to be as graceful, to be as kind and as loving to yourself as you can possibly be. I encourage you to take this moment to acknowledge that there is a sliver of the universe that is for your signature vibration and your signature vibration only. This is your connection to all that is. This is your sliver of truth that contributes to the whole. This is your sliver of connection to your greatest and best. I do encourage you to use this meditation to focus on your vibration in the next 48 hours specifically. We'll be using this intentional medicine and this intentional vibrational connection also to enhance what we are going to be working through in the next few weeks with Release and Rise. So I thank you for joining in. I thank you for saying yes to this. I thank you for taking the time to connect with you in this way that feels centered, that feels balanced, that feels right. I thank you for saying yes to your healing. I thank you for saying yes to your grace. And I thank you especially for saying yes to being in and on this path with me as we journey deeper into ourselves to experience that greatness and expansion. So as we take a couple deep breaths, I encourage you to set an intention for yourself, maybe even offer yourself a piece of gratitude for showing up today. And as we go forth, may we integrate the healing and the lessons received with courage, self-love, and compassion. Our session here is very much complete. Thank you, my sweet and dear loves. Look forward to connecting with you soon. Stay connected into the group. I'll be sending updates. All right. Ciao, ciao.